in this video I will be showing you how you can pass the test by just taking care of those serious faults which a lot of people make. Now I will be focusing on those serious mistakes which a lot of people make in driving in the UK when you are going for your driving test, and those serious faults which a lot of people make. Because if you know those serious faults, where people make it, how it happened, where it can happen, then you would know exactly what you need to do. By the time this video will finish, you will know the first biggest serious fault which a lot of people make. So keep looking, keep watching, because this series is going to be very, very helpful. It's all about those serious mistakes, or most of them, which the learners make. So let's go. So this is all about moving off and stopping, how a learner makes a serious fault and moving off and stopping. So if you look at this picture now, which obviously I've made it, obviously you have to obviously forgive me about my drawing, it's not that great, but you can just check at the environment over. If you look at this environment over here, there is a parked car over here, yeah. I'm just going to remove that. Here, there's a car waiting to move off. That's the first serious fault which I'm about to tell you guys. So this is what it is. You're told, so in your test, you're asked to pull over about 4 to 5 times by the examiner. So you've asked to pull over safely on the left side. So the examiner normally say pull up on the left at a safe place. Sometimes they say pull up on the left at a specific place. For example, they say pull up on the left and don't worry about the driveways. Okay, so let's say there's a parked car over here now, waiting to move off. So if you look at this picture now, this car is waiting to move off. What you need to do is, which a lot of people don't do, is when you're told to move off because of the nerves, because you've got a pressure, you just give the indicator and you just move off. Now what is the danger over here? The danger is you haven't checked any surroundings. Anybody could come from here, anybody could come from here, anybody could just come in up from this side road. So what exactly happens is you fail the test straight away because you haven't checked any observation, you haven't checked anywhere, and this is a very, very big serious fault. So let's just try and correct it, because this is where I'm going to show you how you're going to pass. Okay, so this was a serious fault now. Now let's just try and correct it. If you're going to move off, what you need to do is you need to check all around. There is a way to check all around, and believe you me, it's just not in the UK, it's any part of the world, wherever you are from, wherever you live. You live in the US, you live in Pakistan, you live in Bangladesh, you live in India, anywhere you're from, you try this in your own homeland. This is going to help you out, because these are the very, very good standards which is going to help you to be a safe driver, because there's a reason behind checking. So have a look. If you look over here, the car is about to move off, but before you move off, the driver is going to have to check. Before you move off, you need to check, first of all, your blind spots. Who's coming from the top, who's coming from the bottom. So first thing first, you check your blind spot. So what is a blind spot check? So let's say your mirror is very much restricted to this side. This is the only thing which your mirror is going to cover. Your mirror will not cover who's coming from the wider field of vision. So what you need to do is you check over your blind spots. The blind spot is over your left shoulder like that, and then you move your neck all the way to the right blind spot, which is over your right shoulder. So that is going to cover a wider vision. When you're moving your neck, it's going to cover that much of an area. So whilst you're checking your left blind spot and moving your neck, you need to check who's coming ahead of you. Now it could be another car coming, and then you need to check your interior mirror, which is going to cover behind you, which could be another car coming. So you know now there's somebody's coming over here. So what are you going to do? Automatically you're not going to go. So you're just going to wait there patiently for them car to pass, and then you check over your right blind spot, and if it's safe to move, then you can drive off safely. So if you look at this scenario now, you have checked everywhere, making sure no cars are coming from top and the bottom, making sure nobody's coming out from the driveway. It could be any pedestrian, it could be anybody coming out from there, or from another car, which could be coming out from the junction over here. So the reason why you're checking is just to make sure that it's safe to move off. And this is what a lot of people don't do. So you might be thinking, oh Hassan, I mean, it's not really necessary, is it? And a lot of people think, oh, it's just nothing. Guys, you have to check your blind spots. You have to check who's in your surroundings. Your trainer is trying to tell you something. It's not because it's just to pass your test. It's just to make you a safe driver on the road. And can you see the level of safety you're ignoring over here if you don't check your blind spots? If somebody's coming towards you, for example, there's a car coming from that side and you're moving off this angle and you haven't looked, this car and you can crash over here. So that's very simple, because when you check your surroundings and there's nobody around, you can move off safely without any problem. So this is very, very important. This is the first mistake, and a biggest mistake which a lot of learners make. They move off without checking. They give the indicator and they just move off, and straight away it's a serious fault. In driving world, everything has got consequences. You don't check it for the sake of checking it. You check it because there's a reason to check it. And if you don't do it, you could fail the test. Now you are paying so much money over here. It's really, really hard to get the test dates. Maybe there's a lot of you who actually have paid, which obviously I've heard from a lot of people. People are paying £300, £400, £500 even to get the test dates, which is very, very unfair for a lot of students, which obviously for a lot of learners, which I understand. But we haven't got no choice at this moment, have we, guys? You have paid for it. Maybe some of you already got a test lined up. So once you're going out there, you make sure you don't do those mistakes. So if you're thinking this is important, practice it with your instructor. Make sure that you practice moving off and parking safely. So with the parking, I can tell you as well. Let's say, for example, if I could just remove that one. So when you're told to park, just make sure you always check your center and left mirror. So let's say for parking, if you're coming up here and you need to park off on the left side, check your left mirror, left signal, and then nicely park up towards the left. Why do you check your left mirror? Why do you check your center and left mirror? There is a reason why. Who's coming behind you and who's coming beside you. Behind you could be in any car who is following you. Beside you could be a cyclist who could be just following next to you, which you probably don't even know. So once you check your center mirror and once you check your left mirror, you know who is behind and beside you. Then you pop the left signal to tell people behind you, if there is any, that you're going to pull over. And believe me, a lot of people fail the test because they don't pop the left signal. You have to give the left signal, telling people where you're going. So just make sure when you move off, check your surroundings, give the right signal, and then move off safely. When you're parking up, check your center and left mirror, and then park up safely. It is crucial. It is important for your own test, for your own safety, and for everybody else's safety around you. So if you've liked this video, hang around. There will be a lot more coming up into this series. I will be focused on a lot of serious fault by simply showing you on this simple whiteboard. So until then, you take care. Goodbye.